Hi friends, it's me Anna. So I'm doing a kind of crochet 101, understanding yarn and hooks. Maybe not like in full-blown detail because you're gonna learn. It's actually quite detailed and quite a lot. But I'll give you like a little kind of beginner friendly type of 101. Okay, so the most common yarn that you're probably gonna use is a size 4. So I have a ton of size 4s, and not all size 4s are created equal. Some are actually thicker than others. So this is, for example, you're gonna see your yarn, and then you're gonna get to know the different brands, and you're going to have your favorites. So this one is, I believe, 100% acrylic, 354 yards, grams. So basically, like if you're gonna crochet a sweater or something, this ball is 198 grams. So it's like if you're going to use 8 balls, that makes the sweater very, very, very heavy. So you're going to, for example, this one's 164 yards and it's 150 grams. So already this one is going to be much heavier than this one. If my math is right. Yes, yes. So if you were going to make a sweater out of this one and you needed to use 6 balls, it's going to be a heavier sweater. So that's why grams are important. Along with the size, so like this says size 4, it's going to tell you the recommended yarn hook, 5.5. You don't have to do that. So if you are a tight crocheter, so if your stitches are super tight like mine, you want to size up. If it says 5.5, use 6 or 6.5. Most size 4s are going to say 5.5. I have seen some that don't say 5.5 and say 5 or 6. That's a size 6. Let me see. See, this size 4 says 4.5 hook. But these size 4s say 5.5. So you should go by the recommended hook size. Alright, so also, not all yarns, if you're ordering online, they might look really soft. So for example, this might look really soft to someone. It's not. It's furry, yes, but not really soft. And let's see, this one, for example. This one says size 6. So it's a super bulky, natural blend. Online, this may look really soft. It's not. It's actually quite scratchy. It's made of 80% acrylic and 20% wool. If it says wool, just go with it's probably itchy. It's probably going to be scratchy. Also, if you're allergic to animals, you might want to consider that you might have an allergy. My mom actually can't crochet with wool. She's allergic. This one, for example, looks really soft, and it is. This one is, I believe, 99% acrylic and the 1% metallic. This one is 100% acrylic, I believe. Where are you? It says acrylic. I guess maybe it said it right there and it got ripped out. Here it is. 100% acrylic. It is not really soft. I don't mind working with this yarn. I have a sensitivity kind of to feeling things, and so I don't mind working with this yarn. I actually like working with this yarn, but this 100% acrylic is not the same as this almost 100% acrylic. This is really, really soft and really smooth. Oh, this one's my favorite. So these mandala yarns by Lion Brand are really, is this Lion Brand too? Let me see. Well, it's Red Heart. No, Coates and Clark. Okay, so this mandala is 100% acrylic. And if you see this, where's my camera? If you see this yarn, it's actually really soft. Look, there's no like hairs coming off of it, like with this one. This one you have to you could take a lighter to it to burn the extra little hairs off. Okay, so if you're, like I said, if you're shopping online, just because it says 100% acrylic, 100% acrylic, almost 100% acrylic does not mean that they're all going to be soft. You should really buy your yarn if you can try it out, test it, touch it. This one too, it's not super duper soft, 100% acrylic. It's okay. I could work with it. So now you know about the grams and why the grams is important. The recommended hook size, you don't have to stick to that. Also, if you're making amigurumis, you want a tight stitch so that your stuffing doesn't come out. This is bigger. You want a tight stitch so you can't see the stuffing. If you make, for example, so the amigurumi plushies we usually make with this giant yarn. This is a size 6 super bulky yarn, and it says that the recommended hook size here is, does that say 11.8? I can't see. All right, well, with this, if you go to a, let's say 6, you're gonna have a really tight stitch and he's gonna be very stiff. If you go to a 9 or 10, you're going to be able to see the holes, and the stitches separate very easy. So depending on your I forgot what it's called when you crochet, how tight your crocheting style is. Well, there's a word for it. I'll figure it out for the next video. But this one, she's really squishy. I used a bigger hook size and she's extremely squishy. I used the recommended hook size and she's a little bit tough. And then I have a couple of other things that are a little bit tougher because I used a tighter stitch. Okay, so this one, for example, I would use like a 7mm crochet hook in order to do my plushies. This is 100% polyester, and yes, this is very soft. Again, not all of these are the same. I think the Bernat baby one is the softest, like really soft. Also, if you're crocheting like first time, brand new, know that sometimes the yarns split when you're crocheting, or if you get glitter, you know, the metallic in it, these little metallic lines, they will get stuck in your hook when you're crocheting, and then you won't you'll have to like go back and take it out, and they split. So this one would never split ever. What is this one? Oh, okay, if you're getting this one, what is this, size 3? Yes, this is size 3. So this one is very furry, as you could see, and it might cause a little bit of difficulty seeing your stitches because it's furry. This one says it's a size 3 and the recommended hook size is a 6.5mm, right? So that's weird because this 4 requires a 4.5mm hook, 5.5mm hook. So it's like, this is a smaller string of yarn, then why would this one need a smaller hook if this one's the bigger? But it's most likely because it's furry. What else? Okay, cotton. Size 4, 5mm. This one says it is, where is it? Here we go. It's pure cotton. It doesn't stretch at all. There is no stretch to this yarn. There is plenty of stretch to this yarn and even this yarn. So the difference is, here we go. This is made out of cotton and this has almost no stretch. And it's really hard. Really, really rough. And this is made out of acrylic and it is really stretchy. So know that if you're using acrylic, because it's pretty and soft, whatever it is that you're making, if you need to hang it, it's gonna have a big stretch to it. So if you're making a bag, as beautiful as it looks, when you put stuff in it, this is what's gonna happen. Your bag is gonna stretch down to your knees. So if you're making a bag, it's not gonna remain this size once you put heavy stuff in it. And know that the straps will do the same thing. So let's say you're like, oh, that's a cute length strap. When you put heavy stuff in it, your bag is going to stretch. Here's another thing. Here's a water bottle holder. So if I put a water bottle holder full of water, it hangs really low. And my strap gets really long. So it was supposed to hang on, let's say, my waist hip, and now it's like at my thigh hip because of the stretch. So when you're making things like bags or water bottle holders, know that there will be a stretch. What else? Okay, so, oh, this is a size 1 yarn. It's very thin, very small, also very beautiful and very soft. So depending on the size yarn will depend on your hook size, right? So this says 2.75 millimeter. Hooks can be this tiny. So to give you an idea, mostly we use like 4.5 or 5.5. Not all my hooks are here. Dear Lord, help me out. Oh, for God's sakes. All right, 5. We'll use this. This is a 5 millimeter hook. So you would use this, for example, on size 4 yarns. These are 1.4, 1.5, 0.9, 1.1. They go real tiny. And so if you're like, why would anybody want one this tiny? What do you do with it? So this pattern is the same as this pattern. So he was made, or she was made, with this size 1 yarn with one of these tiny crochet hooks. And that's how tiny she came out. With that same exact pattern, I made this guy. And I used a smaller crochet hook, so he's actually quite tough. I mean, he's squishy, but his material, like the way he feels, is a bit on the rough side. You could tell he's wound up tightly. So he would be a super bulky yarn, and he would most likely have been maybe like a 6.5 or 7 millimeter hook. At the same time, this guy, no, let me get, here we go, this guy's a size 4 yarn. He was made with a 4.5 crochet hook, one of these acrylic yarns. So it's the same exact pattern, except that I made him into a dog. So size 4 with like a 5.5 or 4.5 millimeter hook. Size 6 yarn with probably like a 6.5 or 7 millimeter hook. And size 1 yarn with like, could be like a 2 or less millimeter hook. So that is the importance of these really tiny crochet hooks. So you're probably going to want to start with like a 4.5 or 5 or 5.5 just to start learning. You don't want to go too big, you don't want to go too small. It would be very difficult. Also crocheting these big ones, your hands might get tired. Okay, so these are like normal size crochet hooks. Now, there are many different materials of crochet hooks, which I don't actually have right here. Give me a second. Let me remember where I put my stuff. One second. Okay. I took it with me on a trip. I believe. Aha. There we go. If I get to, okay. So there's wood yarns. Wood hooks. They're kind of, I want to say they're kind of grabby. So let's, okay. I will show you. I don't even know what I was doing here. Okay, so they're kind of grabby. So they're not the smoothest. Of course, everybody has their own way of crocheting. I am a tight crocheter, so this little corkscrew thing I'm doing at the end is probably just me being a tight crocheter. So that's how wood is. I like it. I think wood is good for beginners because then it's not sliding on and off. Let's see. That's a 5. No. Do a 6. This is a 7, right? Do I have 7 here? No. I guess we'll just do this one. That's an 8. Ah, here we go. This is a 7. Okay, so this one is acrylic, I believe. So, oh, I did the wrong stitch. See, acrylic, way smoother. Still the same person with still the same tightness of crocheting, but you see how much easier the acrylic is? It's just a smooth hook, you know? You could tell. We're gonna do this with the wood again. Okay, so you get the idea. There's metal. Let me get a smaller one. All right, let's do a 6.5 with the metal one. You can't go wrong with metal. That's fine. Oh no, it looks like I got a knot. All right, well, we just have to do a couple of stitches, so. Metals, I think both glidey, but also holds, so it's not just sliding off your hook. Okay, so metal. I gotta take those stitches out. What else? These ones. What size is this? 6.0. What size is this? These are really, really lightweight compared to this one. They're, what is this? Is this acrylic? I got these so long ago, I don't even remember. They sound like cheap plastic. I thought this would be an issue because I thought they'd be heavy. They're extremely lightweight. It's not heavy at all. This is much heavier. We'll do this one. Okay, so I'll show you how it crochets. I'm just doing some chains so I could go back and single crochet. Okay. So it's extremely lightweight, very comfortable to use, and the length of it doesn't get in the way. The cute little fox at the end doesn't get in the way. I would suggest or happily advise that you get yourself a pack of these. Also, I don't know if you've seen, why do we have so many crochet hooks? Couple of reasons. So I have many crochet hooks in size 5.5 and 6.5 because I start a project and I don't finish it. And so I put that hook in a Ziploc bag with that project in case if that way I don't forget. And then I'll have another one and I'll start another project with that one. Also, the different materials, it feels different. Sometimes I want a smoother glide. Sometimes I'm okay with the stickiness of the wood, especially if it's like a pattern I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to take my time. Also, some of them are heavier than others. Sometimes I have wrist problems. Let's see. A good hack, which I'll do like a video on hacks, is if you don't want to own hundreds of crochet hooks, what you could do is take a picture of your project. So for example, let's say I didn't, oh my god, let's say that I didn't finish this basket, and so I would normally take my hook and put it here and stick it in a bag and then get back to it. You could just use your camera and snap a picture of this hook with that project and then put it back. So then when you're coming back to your project, you just look through your photos, have an album, and you'll see that, oh, I used this particular one for this project. So you could do that. I think that's maybe just it for different yarns and the way they feel and the grams, the sizes. It's not a set thing where you have to use that size. And you can use the same pattern, but always know that if you're gonna sell it or anything, your hook size and your yarn will always produce different sizes. You're not going to get the same exact size or the same exact feel. Tension, that's what it's called. It's called tension. I have a tight tension. I think that's pretty much it for, yeah. So if you're gonna buy online, just know that even though it looks like it might be soft, it's a good chance it won't be soft. I thought this would be super soft too, but it's not. If it's wool, it may be scratchy. You may be allergic. Cotton does not stretch. Cotton is good for if you don't want to stretch. Cotton is good for kitchen stuff because it's heat resistant. Acrylic, it can melt. I have not had that happen to me, but it can. The different hook textures, this one is extremely bottom heavy. It's beautiful, but it's heavy on this end. So you might want to own different crochet hooks. If you're going to do a big project, you might want to use something lightweight so your hand doesn't get tired. If you're going to do something like an amigurumi that's not going to take that long, then you can use this because even though it's heavy, it's really cute and it glides, and then it's not going to be tiresome to your hand because it's a small project. I think that's it. I probably said that like 6 times. Okay, so I hope that you got something out of this kind of messy video. And if you need any other information, or if you want to know about any of my materials, if I can find that information, please put it in the comment below. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video and you got this far, like for me. because that would be awesome so that I can continue to make videos. Or subscribe. Hey, that would be so much better. Subscribe, please, so we can make more videos. Please subscribe. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, good night. Bye.